I am actually trying to restream on Restream, and this is going to just be how it's going to be. I am working on a stream, so I am asking you questions you always wanted to ask your worship leader or pastor but didn't. And go ahead and let me know what those are. I am going to be in this chat room with you, and this is just really a part of a test of the new technology that I'm implementing on the channel. So I'm doing like a little bit of a, just a fun video today, but we're going to be actually doing some more videos on real serious topics. But I didn't want to start a real serious topic and not know that it wasn't working. So is this working, number one? And what do you want to know? Will you chat with me right here on this thing? So if you're on Facebook, just let me know if it's working. And then, tell me, what is it that, it does. I'm watching myself on my own Facebook feed. I'm going to like my own video on my own Facebook feed. Look at that. So I can actually see that. Let's see, full camera. Then we can go this one right here. And you can see I'm watching myself right there. So you tell me if you think there's anything that you've wanted to ask your pastor but wouldn't or couldn't or didn't, or your worship leader. Or maybe what you want to say to your worship leader and didn't or wouldn't or haven't said. And then if you write a chat down there, it's going to be a miracle because I'm pretty sure the chat will just show up right there on my screen. So I say if you're on Facebook, if you're on, hey, Joe Kenny, what's up, Joe? You're on my video, man. So, yeah, and it did. It worked. It came right up there on the screen. You see that? Your video came up on the screen. Lindsay, hey, you like that, Lindsay? I want to know, Lindsay, what you would say to your worship leader if you could say anything. Some people just say, like, turn it down. It's too loud. Or they say, like, I want you to play a hymn my favorite hymn of my, I don't know. What do you guys say? And then today we did a couple videos and we did a podcast that I need to edit still. And so I guess I'm seeing this on here and I'm seeing myself on Facebook. But can I go on to Restream? I bet I could. I think I hid that page. I bet you if I go on to Restream, I bet I can see myself. So I'm able now to luckily stream to all, I don't know, like eight things. Hey, Brian Tadlock, what's up, man? What do you, you're a worship leader, right? Or, I think you're the worship guy there, yeah? And, Pete, hey, Earl, Pizza in Motion, man, what's up, dude? That's the best comment ever, man. So, but Pizza in Motion isn't there. I went to Pizza in Motion, and it was like closed, I think. And I thought it was I was having a bad dream, and then I realized it was seriously gone, yeah. So there could be a delay on this video as well because I'm streaming. So it was about like a bad dream that I had when I went to Pizza in Motion, and I don't think I found any pizza in Nashville that's as good as Pizza in Motion pizza. Maybe you should send me the recipe. Send me the recipe, Earl, and then I can have a Pizza in Motion Spring Hill. There's pizza places down here. I think I gotta fix my hair. Can I do that on a live stream? I guess I can. I guess you're allowed to do whatever you want on the live stream. So I don't know. This topic is interesting. There's a lot of stuff. I think there's probably a lot of stuff throughout the years I would not say to my pastor, or I would not ask, even if I wanted to ask him, or a worship leader. You can say whatever you want to on your way home. You can be like, that sermon was janky. But you probably aren't going to say that to them. So what? And if you're a pastor on here, what have you had any? I know you guys have had some funny stuff. I got to get these earplugs out. I know you guys had some funny stuff. People probably said to you in your ministry, like. So let me see if I can see that. I can see the comments over here. That's fine. I can totally see them. And then I think I can type to your comments there. I'm typing to your feed. So now that I have this set up to basically be able to go live on, like, let me see how many platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platforms. So on my own personal Facebook page, which is there where Earl is and some of my friends. And then I have Facebook Worship the King. I have YouTube, which we don't do much on YouTube live, but we're going to. So that's what I'm testing this out. Emily's coming out with a new series for Facebook, for YouTube, and for our live feed. And then Twitch. I mean, Twitch is mostly for video game guys, I guess, video game players, but I don't know. I'm on Twitch. I might be one of the only worship guitar dudes that are on Twitch, but I have one viewer. I have a viewer on Twitch right now. It's a miracle. I wonder who that is. Twitch viewer number 1. So it's I'm using OBS Studio on this, and I hope I shut down that little stream thing, but hopefully Restream chat opens back up. Hurry, chat is waiting for new messages. Hurry, it's got nine viewers waiting for messages, and hooray, the chat is, I'm typing to your feed. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Somebody do that. So I can actually message any of these people, and I can actually say this. So pizza, is there another, I don't know if you're still on there, Earl, but is there another Pizza in Motion? Is there another plan for the future? Or is it pure and total retirement for all Pizza in Motion workers? Pure retirement. You guys are just out. Pizza out. Or is it going to be pizza time? I can set that up there so I can see you up there. That's what I want to know. That's really all I want to know. Is there going to be Pizza in Motion? Is Pizza in Motion going to plan for the future? So I'm going to move this out here and actually make it smaller too. There. Is there another Pizza in Motion in the motion? That's what I want to know. Pizza in Motion. Is there another Pizza in Motion in motion? I don't have anybody that's brave enough to write any comment based on my question. You've always wanted to ask your worship leader. It really should say, or pastor, but didn't. Okay. So I can't comment on any of that. I don't know. I've worked for pastors for about 10 years. No time for, okay, this time no plans. So come to Nashville, Earl, and open up a Pizza in Motion in Spring Hill. But your brother's still here, I think, yeah? So open up one, have your brother work there, and or just send me the recipe, and there's no plans. There is no Dorothy Lane Market down here either, unfortunately. So I can actually see this is amazing. Like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, how amazing this is. This is like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, really. Because you can actually, hey Joe, thanks man. Check this out. You can actually, and I'll share my screen with you. I think I can, no, I don't think I can do all that. Let me see. Simple screen. Let's see, simple screen. Simple screen, and then I'm going to turn on Max Screen too. So look at this. This is my Restream backend, which I don't think it matters. You can't really see anything, any stream keys or whatever. But this is, yes, Emily, put the pizza. Yeah, you can get your haircut and then go to get pizza. This is the most amazing thing I've ever done on my live stream thing, and I think my church should do this. Look how awesome this is. I am doing one stream from OBS for you guys out there to know that open broadcast software. I'm doing one stream from my computer, and the cool thing is all of these platforms are now on Facebook. Most of you guys are on my Facebook profile, just me, just Eric Roberts, and then we have one person is there on Worship the King, and nobody's on YouTube. I don't know if it pops up and gives notifications on YouTube. I'll have to figure that out. But I have a lot of YouTube viewers, but nobody's on YouTube yet. But this is streaming live to YouTube right now, and then also streaming live to Twitch right now, and also on Periscope, which I honestly, to be honest with you, I've never been on Periscope, but I do have an account there now. And it's actually also going to my Facebook Worship Band Builder group. So for years, my wife told me the other day, like, well, don't you have something like this already? And I said, no, not really. I have Hootsuite, which is, I can make one social media post and it will post to like 10 places if I want it to, which is phenomenal, saves a ton of time. But I do not have anything this amazing where I can like actually go on there and do one thing, and then it pops up and shows to all these different live streams. I mean, this is recoding to live stream to all these different places. And then I can do this. Obviously, today's just a funny topic. This is the first day. But I know that live streaming is going to be part of the channel moving forward. And hey, Ty, man, what's up? So yes, dude, this is insane because you can just basically hook up to all your streams at once. And you can do anything, man. You could do anything with your music on there. So, yeah, dude, I wonder what's going to happen. Ty, we haven't talked in a while, so I'm glad you stopped by to have a little chat on the program. And I'm eating gummy bears today. Gummy bears. Drinking coffee, and I think I'm going to go. We have a place down here called the Fainting Goat Coffee, and I'm going to go to it. I think I'm going to go to it now. I'm just kind of tired. I've got a lot of stuff I want to do. But what's up, Ty, is really what's up is I'm getting ready to just explode the channel with live feeds, and that's why I got on Restream today and I did this little video. I've got OBS here, which is open broadcast software hooked into live Restream. Very simple stuff. I tried for months, a year, to get like a capture software that would work with my screen. I do a lot of screen capture videos for the channel and for my lessons, but I wanted to, instead of just capturing my screen, I wanted to be able to do it really good, and everything was laggy. I have all these different programs, and they were all not working. So I finally went into OBS and said, I'll give it a try, and then this happened. I realized you could do this with OBS and Livestream, Restream.io, and oh my goodness, now I see a whole new idea coming for what I can do in terms of content creation. And I believe that this will also save this to your computer so that you can do it later. You can actually put it up on another channel. But the kind of cool thing, I was doing some videos on, I was showing how to do the songbook, and I was playing at my desk here, which is fine. But it was okay. The audio sounds okay with this microphone. But I got a mixer now. Okay, I got the Zoom L12. Okay, the Zoom L12, which is awesome. So what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to hook all my like loops up and my backing tracks and my guitar pedals and everything to the mixer, run that mixer audio signal into Livestream, OBS here, and it'll go to Livestream. So I can have a full production of whatever I'm doing, because the Zoom L12 is a digital console that is just like home friendly user. It doesn't cost $3,000 or $4,000 like the ones that we use at church and stuff. It costs like $600. So you can basically, and there's another version that's only $400, so $399, and it has digital memory, it has reverb, it has compression, it has everything. I just did a video on it, and it has all of that stuff on it. And so I'm really just like, man, I'm ready to roll with it. That's what. So Ty, that is what's up. It's just a bunch. It's going to be, it says block user. I guess I can block people. So if you guys start cursing at me, I could just block it, you know? And this is kind of cool because you can actually see the live feed. You can set it up however you want to. Look at this OBS. I can move myself around. I can put myself up here. If I wanted to make myself big, if you guys want to see me like, what's up, everybody? It's big. And then I can go back to make it small again. There seem to be a little delay in this, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But the live stream is the OBS software is very cool. We use OBS at our church a little bit. Mostly we're using the ATEM live switcher. I don't, you know what I don't know is what it really is called. That's what I don't know. Let me see what it's called. The Blackmagic Atom Mini Pro. Okay. So what we use at our church for our live production right now is this little bad. I think this little bad boy right here. We use this, and we can go live. This thing's pretty cool. You can do 4 cameras. And then you can do live streaming and all that. The audio has 2 audio inputs, which I think is cool. It has 2 instead of 1. But I don't have anything that fancy here at my house. But I don't need that fancy stuff yet. all I'm doing is mostly with one camera, and I'm going live. So if I want to watch myself live from my live, I can go right here and see myself live. So nobody said, yes, I need Twizzlers. You're right about that. I don't know, man. Twizzlers are not my favorite. I mean, I like Twizzlers. I can't, as long as they're soft, like if they're like old, then I don't like them. But a Twizzler is, you can't really beat a Twizzler if it's good, if it's like a fresh one. And then they have Dorothy Lane Market, which we don't have here in Nashville, but we have it in where I lived in Dayton. I took them for granted, and I'm sorry, Dorothy Lane, and I did that to you. But we don't have anything anywhere near close to that here in Nashville. But they had this like licorice that was like homemade or whatever. I'm sure they have it in some high-end grocery store here too. But it was pretty good. All right, guys, so I'm going to end this stream and check it out, see what happens. This was my first test to do this. I'll be going live now more. It looks like everything looks like it's working good. It's not recording my live stream. We use Sling Studio. Okay. What is Sling Studio? That's interesting. I'm going to go look at it. Actually, and you know what? Thinking of that, Brian, I was watching a video. You put a video on YouTube or something that's showing Sling Studio. Huh. Yeah, I think I watched your video, Brian, on this exact device. You were hooking it up in your balcony. Isn't that funny? Ty, yes, hook up, man. Let's talk about coronavirus when you call. Call me and we'll talk about coronavirus. See, because I know you guys didn't go on tour, probably because of coronavirus. And Sling Studio with GoPro 7. Sling sure works with GoPro 7. Wow, GoPro. Okay, I went to a support site. That's not right. Let's see, Sling Studio. Oh, wow. Multi-camera video production, live streaming, monitor, record, switch, edit. I like that, dude. That looks sweet. I did watch your video, and I was like, oh, yeah, because this is HDMI cable. We got a camera. We got smartphone. Sling Studio camera link. Okay, that's probably just like a... Oh, I get... Okay. That's a Wi-Fi thing. Okay, post-production tool. External storage unit. Okay, so you can go out and... Oh, man. Oh, dude, live stream with YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, custom 4K. This looks pretty legit, Brian. I like it. $1,000. Live Switcher Recorder Stream Hub. So Live Switcher Recorder Stream Hub, it looks like you can switch from your iPad. So you're answering questions. Sure, I'll answer whatever question, Brian Long, that you want me to answer, as long as it doesn't have to do with grass. But I will tell you about grass in Nashville is terrible, dude. My yard is terrible. You remember my yard, Brian? In Ohio, how lush and green it was, how amazing. You remember it, dude. The grass here is like clover. I don't even have any grass. I think all I have is some clover and some leaves. All-in-one connectivity. Setting up a Sling Studio. Does it use smartphones as wireless video? Records to YouTube. Live records. Single wired HDMI input for cameras. Supports 1080 60 resolution. So you've got a bunch of iPhones. That would be cool, and an iPad, and yeah, I bet you could stream to restream with this as well, Mr. Tadlock. I bet you could do that. Wire-free workflow. That I like this part, because what we're having a problem with right now is every camera. Our guy's using OBS and he's using some of that Wi-Fi stuff. He's using iPhones and they're wirelessly going through Wi-Fi. I forget what program he's using. He's kind of hacking it. on that, like making it work. He's using OBS as one of our cameras, and he's putting OBS must have this Sling Studio. Yeah, because Wi-Fi is tough. I mean, it's tough to run wires. Wi-Fi would be really easy. And I've thought about this. When I saw your video, I thought, oh, that would be cool because I could have a couple iPhones and I could just use those in my studio. Oh my goodness, Brian Long, don't commit suicide. That is a deep theological question. Are you wanting me to answer that question right here? I don't know. Did you have a friend that committed suicide? That's a good question. I might be on like a 5-second delay, so type that in. Let me know. I think that's a good question, dude. You should ask your pastor that. Who is your pastor? I'm going to ask my pastor that now that you asked me that. I think that a lot of people are going to have a different view on that. I think at least for me, I think I would probably get multiple answers from multiple pastors. I tend to think, I honestly, just if you want to know my opinion, I honestly think that yes, you could, because I think like, I mean, some people would probably totally disagree with me, like violently disagree with me on that. And I think that, I think that you probably could. I mean, I don't think anybody really knows. I'm not sure the Bible. I don't know. That's a good darn question, Brian. I've thought about it. I don't know that the Bible says like if you kill yourself, you're going to go to hell. I think that, we've had quite a few friends and family members commit suicide. Actually, yeah, we have. So, I think that getting into heaven has more to do with understanding, knowing Christ as your Savior, and I think that some people probably know Christ as their Savior, and yet they probably still kill themselves. So, in that sense, I would say yes, but I'm not a theologian or a pastor, okay, which doesn't really matter. I'm a Christian. I've read the Bible and stuff. I think that it'd be hard for me to blanket statement, no, if you kill yourself, you're going to hell, because I don't really know. I don't know. I think that some people have like a sickness. Oh, your girlfriend's friend recently? Some people are sick. Like we've had some people in our friends and family group that have had bipolar disorder, and like I think that's just like a sickness, and I think that they die of that. I know that they maybe commit suicide or they overdosed on drugs or something, but it's hard for me to say like you go to hell for that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that personally. That like it's kind of a too sweeping of a statement. Now sometimes I've been to funerals where just you asked a really personal question, but I've been to funerals where people will say, like, oh, so and so. Some people will you'll be at a funeral and like this is totally a person that wasn't a Christian, like they were completely like an atheist. I mean, it's just completely obvious they weren't a Christian. And the people will be like, at the funeral will be like, oh yeah, we'll see them in heaven, and I'm like, I don't know about that. That's kind of awkward when you go like, yeah, this person totally was not a Christian. So people make up a lot of stuff, especially around death. Hey, Jeremy, what's up? Jeremy is a theologian of some sort, right? Jeremy, what do you think about that? I mean, that's that. Brian, I think that you. I'm sorry to hear about your friend, and I've been through that a lot. I mean, I almost committed suicide as a teenager as well, and I've been through a lot, and I've had a lot of friends that have died that way, and I say a lot, I mean quite a few actually, who've either died from drug overdose or accidentally killing themselves, I guess, maybe. I guess that's kind of what they did. And Brian, you're right. I mean, the only sin God cannot forgive is a sin of rejecting Jesus as Lord and Savior. So, yeah, I think that in that sense, that's kind of where I was leaning towards the idea that, yes, you could probably kill yourself and still go to heaven. I mean, because I don't know if that person's rejecting Christ. And sometimes, like I said, in my scenarios, people have been either overdosing accidentally, or they've been killing themselves by bad behavior, or they do something really bad and it kills them, or they just committed suicide because they were so depressed. Maybe they're on medicine. So I think there's a lot of sickness in our current society that creates suicide. I just think it's, if you were like, I reject God, I hate God, I never want to see God again, and you killed yourself, I mean, that might be different. Well, that's terrible. So, and shot himself in the head. He, we don't know if he rejected Christ as his Savior. We don't know if he was a Christian, or if he. So yeah, but I don't think. I think in a blanket statement of that, Brian, I don't think that that you can say, like, if you kill yourself, you're going to hell. I don't think that can be said. I think there's a lot more into it. I think that, like he said, if you go to the Bible, yeah, God. It's kind of like the gospel, and I was talking about this today. I was thinking about talking about this today on another video. The only way that you can really, you just have to reject Christ, But I am sorry to hear that your friends. Your girlfriend's friends. Huh. Well, Brian, I mean, think about it. I mean, did he know Christ? Was he a Christian, and then he just killed himself? He got depressed. I mean, I think that if you're a Christian, that depression is a sickness, and it's kind of like, it'd be like saying, can you go to hell for eating too many hamburgers, or for killing yourself with. Some people kill themselves by just really taking care of themselves poorly, and they have a heart attack. And it's it's obvious, there are some sins in the Bible that we don't talk about, like gluttony and stuff. You just ate until you were so fat and then you died. Would that be a sin that you would go to hell for? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's funny. Live your life so the pastor doesn't have to lie at your funeral. That's a good one, because I've seen some big lies being told at funerals, and it's kind of weird. It's awkward. But I think Brian Long. I've got Brian's on here. Long. You can text me, man. I keep talking to you and pray with you, and hopefully that's a terrible thing. But yeah. I think that, and I think like Brian, if you asked 10 pastors, you'd probably get 10 different answers. So I really do think that you have to just, you just believe that God is, yeah. And I believe with you, Jeremy. I think there are some people say if you kill yourself, you're going to hell. I don't personally believe that, but that's just my own thing. I mean, I think there's a lot that goes into it, but it really more is about Christ, and sin is sin, man. That's the thing about sin in the world, is the sin came into the world and it wrecked everything, so it doesn't matter if you're just lying and cheating and stealing, or if you're just killing people or killing yourself. I mean, it's sin. And God, when we become a Christian, those things, if you don't believe in the gospel of works, if you believe that you have to work your way to heaven, then suicide's probably a pretty bad way to go, because people would say, well, you didn't make it, you killed yourself, so you're doomed. But if you believe in the gospel of mercy and grace that is not of works, then you believe that you're saved. Once you're saved, it's like suicide to me is just another part of sin and sickness. God can forgive all that. So but I mean, I did worry about that when I was suicidal, so I don't know. And we had a lot of suicides in Bellbrook in the 90s. Yeah. All right, so the stream has gone on for a record 30 minutes. I think it's actually working. We'll see how this goes out, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. I'm going to jump off here, go to the Fainting Goat, get some coffee. Hey, Brian, I will be praying for your girlfriend's friend, and I wonder if I know them. Text me or something. I had a really good friend of mine. His father-in-law shot himself in the head. That was terrible. And it's some weird stuff, man. I'll be praying for you.